Hey guys, welcome to J Plays. I'm Iceman, and this is Devblog number 15 for my work on Nanatama Chronicle of Dungeon Maker, or as I like to call it, Dungeon Maker 3 for the Sony PSP. And this one's going to be covering day number 6, I think? Yep, day number 6 in the game. Again, this was one I thought would be quick, and as usual, did not turn out to be at all. Okay. Alright, give me a sec. Alright. So this one I'm going to have to show you in 2 waves. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. The majority of it covers like just the normal kind of things. The other one covers a kind of unknown one, new one, unique to this game specifically. And quite interesting, actually. Alright. So, for the normal stuff, starting for day 6, all the standard conversations have been translated. Firstly, if we go over to the build shop, the blacksmith, we have a conversation that happens because if you remember in the previous video, we acquired a second blue orb character, Leo. So this is to do with that character. So, what weapon that big guy there has? My weapon. That weapon. Wow, never seen anything like it. Praise, then I'm happy. Feel its design, it's so amazing. This is first class work. I'm thrilled. This is the work of a master smith. It's nice to be praised. Would you lend it to me once? No, I need it to fight. I will use this as a lesson to improve my skills. So exciting. So you don't really get anything out of that, but you know, it's just kind of interesting. Morning. Like some tea? And that's all there is for that one. I think we go over to, did we go to VV already? This one's already translated in a previous point. Okay, if we go over to the build shop. Ah, you're here. I made 2 sun protection mats, as in materials. Sun room for corners and fruit tree, that's what FRT.T stands for 2D SM, as in 2D small room. I plan to make more, so do try them out. Corner, sun room, 2D small room, and fruit tree room gift. You're a valued customer. Okay, so now in here, some new things that are available. So now you can buy fruit trees. Those are common building type ever since Dungeon Maker 1. So you just place them in any 2D small room to increase monster populations and the overall rating of the level. Sunroom is a new one in this particular game. So we already got some of those. Alright. Okay, let's see what else, if there's anything else. Off for adventure? Good luck. Very brief conversation. Hey Ark, find anything? Wow, I hear of fruit trees. An interesting story from the build shop in this town. Ever hear of this story? Of a poisonous fruit tree, a plant type, disguises as a fruit tree, rare. Its sweet smell of ripe fruit lures in and captivates. Its scent is its poison. Out of this world sweet. One taste you won't forget. I so want to taste it regardless. First I'll have you try it to see. Ah. Okay, those ones. Alright. So that... Now, after that conversation, there's now in the M file, as in monster file, a new entry. This one. Oh no, not that one. Where is it? Or is it not there yet? Ah, no, oh no. So since He was saying he wanted us to find a poison tree, but there's no mention of it in our monster file. But if we go over to Sophia, a new option is available for selection, which is monsters, and which is about monsters. So if we say ps.t, so that's poison tree, just to get some hints on that. Monster info, to know. Gaia, heed my call. Monster changes to tree. Phew. Habitat area is fruit broom. Found habitat level 2+. Okay, so from that conversation, now if we go back into monster file, there's now a poison tree entry, which has this stuff in there translated. So that's there now. So now we get some kind of idea. It appears in fruit tree rooms. Was there anything else? No. So that's the day portion of the day. So now, if we go off to... just thinking, just looking at all the things that were done. So firstly, if we go off to the ruins... I can't remember if there's anything that appears. There is. Might be when I go to the actual dungeon. Okay, so let's go to the dungeon level. Okay, so let's place a sunroom. So so firstly, the sunroom itself has been translated. The targeting info you see for the wooden door's been done. Some additional things I've done on this side of it was some stuff I didn't realize was an issue. So when you go around in the check floor screen, it shows information on the various rooms and things. So all the kind of text entries and things that I could find have all been translated over now. So now you can look around in this and get a basic idea of the things that are in the level from the check floor screen. That's done. As you can see, this level's starting to get quite big. I mean, it's maxed out at this point. So there's... oh, shit. There's not a lot to do, besides, like, just improving the existing areas now. Oh, one, I can place that fruit tree room as well, if I want to. So now we've got a fruit tree room, which is pretty cool. Oh, I know what I need to get to. Okay, so I won't go through the whole level because it'll be just me fighting monsters that you've already seen. And you can do this on your own and, you know, have fun doing that. Okay, so I can't show it because there's nothing here, but there's an information pop-up that does appear if you place a treasure room and it happens to be locked. When you come up to this, you get an information pop-up saying that you need to go find the key, and then once you've used the key, like once you get it, come back and use it. When you come near one of these chests, you get another information pop-up that's being translated. So basically, other than that, the dungeon parts of this, in this iteration of it, is all done. So if we now go back to town, so I'll save the rest for you to find out on your own, but the rest has all been done. As far as this portion of it goes, that is. Now, for the day conversations that happened, let me see, there's a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here's a new conversation with Elena that happens. Monsters unknown. So no reward. Shame. Jeep, and then the usual stuff that was already there. So what that's corresponding to is the M-file stuff for a poison tree. So because I haven't actually found one yet, it's still in an unknown point, so you can't get a reward for something that you haven't found yet. What else is there? We go to the... Okay, here. Welcome. Ark, I need your advice. Wonder what I should cook for dinner. And that's about it for him. I mean, most of them are all very quick conversations. In fact, all of them are. If we go to the market. Hello, you look tired. Take it easy. So that's done. And thank you. If we go to Sophia. Hello, Ark. One came for a reading on you. Who? It's a secret. That's done. Don't think he has anything new. That was all stuff I'd already had translated before. And there's one conversation with Vivi. Evening, I was about to close up shop. It's hard to sell so much medicines. I've had no time to train. But I train often, I'll surprise you. So I've got a sneaking suspicion that later on down the line you'll be able to get spells or something from her, but who knows? There currently is no one in town that sells spells. This is the first game where that's the case, because there is no actual magic shop. That's another thing that's unique on this game. In this one, at least so far, all the spells you get is totally isolated to the orbs that you find. So maybe that changes later on down the line, we'll see. Now, if I look here, we have one extra entry, Dimension Door. Here's an information pop-up that's now been translated. Door. Dungeon data can be saved to Dimension Doors, which you can exchange over ad hoc communication. Let's see if it lets me. Probably won't let me. No, because I've already been to the dungeon. Oh, I need to translate that. Okay, well there's one thing I need to do. Alright, other than that, though, now we go for the second iteration of the day. So I'll show you something different that is a completely Nanatama specific feature. And this is a cool one. Alright, so if you remember that dimension door that we went to just before, this is the dimension door. So from here, you can load any saved dungeon data and then play through that data. But I think it's one floor specific. Singular floor, but I'm not 100% sure there. So I saved a version of my first floor, which was maxed out as good as I could get it. So now we can go back and fight in it again, except, here we go. The dungeon, as in dimension dungeon. Entered the dimension dungeon. You can go to the same floor as the saved copy. So you can go to any, well, it's saying you can go to any floors that are in that copy. I currently have floors 1 and 2, but floor 2 has basically nothing in it. So as of this point in time, it says no floors to go to, because it's not going to let us actually go to any floor other than this one. So let's have this time I'll actually play through this one. So what this does, if you play it this way, you basically play through a hard mode version of the saved level with improved enemies, like harder enemies, new enemy variants, and some new loot to a degree. Now I've tested this about 3 times and I've translated all the new enemies that appear. It should largely be the same with some little differences here and there. We'll see what we encounter. We'll see if we encounter any of the new ones. Okay, here. Oh, here we go. Here's one of the new ones. So that is a black Alrayun. I don't even know how you pronounce that word. Oh, I need to translate that one. Okay. There's something I've missed. So the doors on that I need to translate. Just lots of little things. It's so hard to get everything. So in total, I think there's just two new enemy types in this one that I've encountered so far. So you've now seen the first one. We'll see if we encounter the second one. I've only encountered the second one once. So possibility of untranslated stuff coming up. It's just that, you know, there's certain percentage chances of things happening. I would have to play through this like 50 times to get everything, and I don't have that kind of time. Oh, there we go. There's the other one. So that you see that B thing? So that's a new one. That's a specific to this game too. This enemy did not exist in any of the previous entries. There you go. So that's a Chimera Bee. That's what it's called. Yeah, so what you get in this version is enemies with, like, just greater enemy density, a harder difficulty level, and as I said, new variant types on occasion. See if we get a chest this time. No, no, no luck again. And in this one, we can't modify the level, because it's treating it like we're playing through someone else's level. Yeah, well that's right, there's actually 3 new enemy types in this one. So there's the other one, that's called the Vampire Bat. So the Vampire Bat, Chimera Bee, and the Black Alrayans have all been translated over. So if you play through the latest demo that's out after this video that I will be putting up, then you can play through this too, and in lovely English for those bits. But I do like what this adds to it, so it's adding an extra hard mode onto things. So if you want to try and get better loot, then this is the way to go. The catch that you have to do, I'll show you what you have to do. We're just about done exploring this level. Okay. Yeah, so that's the Dimension Dungeon version of this place. So the only way out is to use the return spell. There's no other way that you can escape. Now, if you did want to save a dungeon for a later replay, here is where you have to go. You come to town, go to choose this option, go in save dungeon, and then save it to one of the slots that you give here, and then you can use it when you want to load the dungeon type. Oh, another screen I need to translate. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, most of it's translated. It's just little things here and there that It's hard to do all the permutations of all the different versions, the ways you could do it. I'd say 99.9%'s been translated anyway. Always, once I'm recording, then I find extra stuff that could use doing. Anyway, unless something extra happens here, but I don't think so. I haven't tested that. Okay, yeah, so as of this point in time, other than little bits and pieces here and there, Day 6 is currently done and will be included in the latest update of the demo that is up. Will be, I offer up from my MediaFire account. So yeah, so that about does it for that. As per usual, if you want to support the project, firstly subscribe to my channel on YouTube. That, as always, helps me to try and someday reach my target of 1,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but hey, One can dream. And also, if there is anyone out there who has experience in implementing variable width fonts, or even half length fixed fonts, that's fine too. Then that'd be great. If you have experience extracting images from and then placing them back into files, that'd be good, because there are some image-based stuff that I can't access, or at least as far as putting it back in anyway. I mean, just saving a screenshot's the easy bit, and putting it back in's the hard part. So if you have experience in that kind of stuff and you know how to do it, feel free to reach out. I mean, I could really use some of this stuff to be just in English. I mean, if we could have like what you can see up here, like that little bit there, things like that to just be in English would just make this look a lot better. And when you're in the dungeon, seeing that stuff in proper English text would also be great. It just adds an extra layer of polish onto everything. Other than that, as I always say, I'm going to keep plugging away at this anyway, and I don't know how long it's going to take me. It's probably going to take me years, honestly, but I'll keep plugging away at this and getting more content done. Alright, so that does it for Devblog number 15, where we now have six days done of the game. As of the next video, that'll be day 7, and then we finally will have a full week of in-game gameplay done. Haha. Alright, so that does it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, have a good one.